Haven of memories. Every touch, every moment is like a thorned rose. Ah, it's you, Cass. I finished the anthology of poems you lent me. Here it is.
I thought you'd be too preoccupied to find time for reading.
Precisely because of these obligations.
Wouldn't all these preoccupations slow your pace?
On the contrary, knowing that time is limited can push one to overcome their limitations. The weight of these responsibilities seems to have enhanced my reading efficiency.
I understand completely. During my time at the Grove, the closer exams drew, the more efficient I became at tackling everyday mundane tasks. Anything.
Precisely. As I remember, you and Finan were both disciples of the new Sporists. I assume that Anaxa's exams were as unreasonable as the man himself. Correct?
The courses Professor Anaxa taught were Introduction to Alchemy and History of Mythology. And to be
the history of mythology taught by the blasphemous great performer himself. I can imagine their fear.
Now that I think about it, students would often rush to the podium during class to challenge him on those blasphemous ideas. May I ask, Lady Aglaya, has your relationship with Professor Anaxa always been like this?
He openly dismisses people's faith and questions the very justification of the flame chase journey. Our positions have been destined to...
A Dromus draped in finery?
As I see it, this nickname is more of an insult to the Dromas. Despite his insufferable arrogance, I do hold a certain respect for his nature as a scholar. To remain true to his principles, he is unafraid to stand opposed to the world, and that requires considerable resolve. Anaxagoras' life is almost like a satire. As a Chrysos heir, he refuses to heed the prophecy, while he disrespects the gods.
The gods have chosen him.
He was indeed chosen by Circes. Is something weighing on you, Cass? The golden thread is quivering. I sense there's...
With all due respect, I'd like to know what you plan to do with him.
In light of his assistance in the battle against the Flame Reaver, I am willing to grant him some time to find a way to remove the core flame. However, if Anaxa decides to make any move that places us in danger, I will not hesitate to take extreme measures.
Just as I feared.
The Flame Chase journey is the destined path for the Chrysos heirs. Yet he now seems more like an empty shell. Given his strong sense of self-respect, I trust that Anaxagoras will make the right decision.
Still, I can't help but hope for another possibility. Perhaps Anaxa will also overcome his limitations, now that he knows time is limited.
I understand your stance. Let's continue this discussion another time. But now, let's greet our guest. You're here. Does this mean you're ready to take on Orynyx's trial? It seems that this sacred beast is just as indispensable.
Memmy mem, memmy mem 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 mem, memmy mem memmy mem.
Surrendering the core flame is a Chrysos heir's duty. Your selfless assistance is deeply appreciated. However, I urge you to carefully consider the risks of accepting the trial. Becoming a demigod means forsaking your humanity. You will inherit Orynyx's divinity and bear the time of Amphorius, all on your own. From that point onward, your fate will be forever intertwined with ours, never to be separated again, until the end of Genesis. On the contrary, you are the only one who qualifies to attain divinity. Yet, for that very reason, I do not wish to pressure you. It's exceedingly rare to find a capable Chrysos heir. If this path proves unattainable, there are still many priests of Yanisopolis and their descendants in the city. If I'm left with no other option, I'll try to...
Mem worry. Memmy memmy mem, memmy mem mem mem, memmy mem mem mem. Mem memmy mem, mem memmy mem 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 hero. Memmy mem mem, mem 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 mem. Memmy mem 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 mem, mem mem memmy mem mem. Mem memmy mem 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 mem, mem mem mem, memmy mem 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 mem.
It looks like you know that Titan rather well.
Memmy mem mem, memmy mem mem mem, memmy mem 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 mem, mem memmy mem mem mem, memmy mem mem mem.
Memories that exist outside of your own experiences.
I can't explain why, but I can vouch for Mem's words. When I was in the abyss, I heard the Titan's groans, full of pain and grievances, yet without any ill will.
Since you've made your decision, go back to It is difficult for me, as the guide, to absolve myself from blame for things to have... When the dust settles, I hope that we'll have the chance to have a long chat regarding your return journey and the...
Miss, may everything go well for you and Mem. It's nothing. Previously, I lent her an anthology of poems that Lady Drianne had gifted to me. Tracing back, this, although personal properties should be cleared out once, it just contains an allegory. It swallowed the princess of the city whole before it was suppressed. Overwhelmed by grief, the queen hired... Mem? Mem! Memmy mem 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 mem. I actually think so too. Mem? Mem? Me mem 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 me mem? The author of this book is Archepia, a wandering bard who traveled to many cities. Among the things she left behind are poems, dictionaries, and many tragicomedy scripts. She even clearly While flipping through these books, I felt like I was afforded a glimpse into the life of Archepia. It felt just like it was as if she had yet to pass on. That's right. Writing, drawing, and taking photographs. Speaking of, despite having visited many cities in Amphorius, I still understand nothing about the world beyond the sky. If there is an opportunity... Forget it. Let's talk about this in the future. For now, I only...
I'd love to go in and take a look.
That's right. Oh, partner, you're back just in time. This is something that the both of you should probably know. Good news? I would... Some background information for you. The Council of Elders is an authoritative body in Amphorius, made up of different city representatives. This is the most important social event of Akima. It is highly influential, and can even affect what happens to the Flame Chase journey. Every 5 to 10 years, the Council of Elders organizes a citizens' assembly at Dawncloud. During the assembly, the representatives will vote on major issues, such as whether the Chrysos heir... That is correct. However, the problem lies in the fact that there are ill-intentioned extremists in the Council of Elders. They view the Citizens' Assembly as a way to restrain the Chrysos heirs, and hope to take complete control over the Flame Chase journey. We can refer to them as the Opposition. During the assemblies held in the past 100 years, the voices supporting the Opposition have been growing stronger in the shadows. It's only thanks to Aglaya that the Flame Chase journey has been able to continue to this day. The Citizens' Assembly is just around the corner, but this time, there seems to be a new variable to the situation. I'm afraid that the Council of Elders might want to take... Aglaya will surely take back Cersei's core flame. But with Anax's current condition... It's so unique that nobody knows how taking the core flame away from him will affect him. He has always been someone that is only concerned about his own research. I'm certain that he must want to escape from the monitoring of the Golden Thread and protect himself. If the Opposition were to offer an olive branch at this time... Anaxa has never believed in the prophecy, so technically it cannot be considered a betrayal. However, he has taught many Chrysos heirs, and has long been considered an important ally of Akima. I truly do not wish to see comrades turning on one another. As I believe in his character, I plan to plead with Aglaya and try to buy more... Allow me to go and rest and regain your... Oh, right.
Nervous.
Esteemed one, Orynyx's vacant totem awaits. If you have already made your preparations to become a pillar of Amphorius, please, step forward.
Little Grey and Mem, think your resolves cannot be questioned. We praise your pure— Get ready to assume Orynyx's divinity, Trailblazer. The divine position of Orynyx has already been vacant for some time. We can feel the space of the trial closing. As there isn't much of their soul left, we'll have to complete the ceremony before their soul completely dissipates. The eighth core flame coveted by the miracle that once belonged to the great, it shall now be returned by the two elected heroes of the Chrysosaurs. A traveler who is upright and courageous. Who? Both of you, please, come forward. Recite along with us. O Majesty of the 12 Titans, pillars of the world, we seek your divinity to mend the rifts of the world. Fill our bodies with blood of gold, till we wither in willing service to the prophecy. These are just words meant to make the prayer seem more solemn. Please, focus. And surrender the core flame. Orynyx. Their soul has been waiting for a long time.
Perhaps they're also quietly waiting for the arrival of their successor.
Don't worry. You're tougher than I am, right?
Traveler from beyond the sky, let us pray that the Titan acknowledges your worthiness.
Although she loves cracking jokes at inopportune times, her determination is as strong as the Chrysosaurs. She will While she's away, I would like to have a chat with you, Aglaya.
Speak. I'm listening.
Slap, slap. it. How do you feel? Right? I think that it's amazing too. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. I have such a cute voice. It must be because of all the memories that I collected. They allowed me to grow beyond expectations. Also, listen. The words of the Titan are becoming clearer.
Mother. It hurts. Have I finally reached the end? Or the years of isolation coming to an end?
Oryx. Oh, how heartbreaking. Ever since the figure draped in the black cloak robbed them of their core flame, they have been relegated to waiting in isolation in such a confined space. We are going to help alleviate their pain, right?
Memories broken. Mother, where? You. It's you. I remember you. Skyfather has gazed upon you. Mother is calling for you. Skyfather. Mother is no longer hers. Something important.
Oryx, listen to me. Aren't you tired? Throughout the long years, you have always been protecting the fate of Amphorius. Each time people draw strength from within, there's no need for you to bear this any longer, Oryx. From today onwards, someone else will bear time on your behalf. This is why we have come.
Freedom. Freedom. I want freedom.
Oh, poor child. Everything will be fine. Let us help you. You can have a good rest now.
You have put willpower, powerful and tenacious, but you lack just
Lacking something. What?
is a future.
Future?
Traveler from the sky, you should have dissipated already. The gaze from Skyfather stabilized your form. Because from the moment you crossed the sky, your life was cast away. Right now, you are simply collection of walking memories.
What? How is that possible?
The space is someone must inherit the authority of time. If the pillar is lost, the laws of time will collapse. Amphorius will succumb to eternal disorder. Time never compromises, never bears grudges, never forgives, never makes a choice. Child of humanity, Titans, Mother, Sky Father. Time restrains everything that exists in this world.
Oryx's divinity is dissipating? Is the trial...
Pathstrider of remembrance, my strength. I shall, in the fate of the world, go and find your future, even if that means you'll have to cheat death. You'll have to challenge that hand of shadow, clasped with unyielding fingers.
Are you alright? I heard you two talking about Thanatos. Cass is also very concerned about the warning. She has left the vortex and returned to the garden. Shall we go and look for her? Thanatos is the Titan that Cass has always been looking for. Oh, right. There's something that I have to tell you. The Chrysosaurs already know everything that has happened to you. I was too worried, so I told them everything. Please don't hate me, okay?
Miss, I'm right here. Please stay there and slowly turn around. Please pardon. Just as I expected. I cannot feel anything. Back at the Grove, I was puzzled as to why you were not affected by my curse. I thought that it might have been the special ability of a traveler from beyond the sky. Never did I expect that this would be the true reason. I'm sorry. I should have noticed that something was amiss earlier. Miss, if my abrupt behavior just now offended you, I hope that you can forgive me. I'm just thinking, if your soul has really left your body, as a mortician, I might be able to trace where it has gone to.
Cass, did you find anything?
My apologies. Not as of yet. Perhaps I have overestimated my capabilities. But, Miss, would you be willing to let me try again? This time, I'll increase the area of contact slightly. Perhaps the result might be different this time. never touched the living in this way before. If my actions are in any way disrespectful, I hope that you can forgive me. I seem to have caught a glimpse of something. Your soul is currently roaming someplace, but perhaps it might not be a bad thing. If your soul is still wandering around, it means that we still have time. We have a chance to find it before the fingers of Thanatos sweep everything away. Clues. Just a few more. I need more guidance. The connection has been severed. With my strength. It was me. I was a little too hasty. Don't worry, miss. Although we currently have no leads, I will do my best to search for the whereabouts of Thanatos, bring back their core flame, and personally return to you the life that you have lost too soon. I know that I'm lacking in confidence, but I hope that you can keep this promise of mine in mind before I manage to Amphorius needs you. Lady Aglaia and Lord Finon are currently discussing some matters in the paths. They're worried about you too. If possible, please go there and let them know that you're well. Although, I don't actually know whether your current situation can be described as well. Also, please accept this Styxian fable. Reading can help one to focus and relax. I hope that reading this can help tide you through this difficult period.
More and more species are disappearing. They're here.
That partner! Hyacinth said you definitely wake up. How do you feel? Well, at least you look no different from the living. I think that most living people don't even look as good as you do.
You've completed the trial of time, and I have to admit that the process went better than I expected. Even in the end, that Titan's heart still showed a soft spot for humankind. However, I never expected that. Two people who have cheated death would appear in Akima at the same time.
That's what we have been talking about. Mighty has been in Akima for such a long time, but has no one thought to study his indestructible body? If there were even any minor breakthroughs, we wouldn't be as clueless as we are right now.
Many have had this idea, but so far, there have been no results. If it were successful, Thanatos wouldn't have disappeared without a trace. Nevertheless, now is not the time for us to give up. At the very least, we can still see a glimmer of hope. Cypher. If anyone in this world knows the whereabouts of death, it would be her. I'll try and get her to return to Akima, but do be prepared for a less than ideal outcome. Please understand that throughout the history of Amphorius, no one has ever managed to escape the clutches of death. At the end of time, Thanatos silently awaits all. It is my duty. We too require you to bear the divine position of time. But before that, just...
What's wrong, Aglaya?
Omens always come in pairs. A tiny air current will eventually brew into a storm that tears the sky apart. It's Anaxagoras. He has initiated contact with the Council of Elders.
In the end, it has still come down to this.
I earnestly hope that your assessment of him is accurate, Finan. Otherwise, the efforts of my teacher and I over the past millennium might be reduced to dust because of that great performer.
I'm back here again. I remember this dream. This realm is covered in a silk-like fog, and the land is barren and harsh. The crowd of travelers leaves tracks everywhere.
Hey! Excuse me! What is this place? Where in Amphorius are we?
The mutters of the traveler are in a language I'm unable to comprehend. Or perhaps they're just distracted and ignored my question.
Tell me, which Titan reigns over this land? And how do I find them?
Hand of Shadow.
Hand of Shadow Thanatos. Could this possibly be the Netherrealm?
Not Netherrealm.
Then where is this? River of Souls? The outskirts of the Netherrealm? Are you heading downstream toward the Netherrealm?
The Netherrealm. Nothing but an illusion. Titan rejects you, me. Listen.
What? The traveler lifts their wrinkled fingers and remains silent. I look in the direction they are pointing and listen closely. There, a massive shadow brought the sound of rushing tides. The sound of tides. I can hear it. I hear it, deep within the tides, beyond the closed gates of the Void World. A voice, about to recount.
Child of humanity. Is it death's embrace you yearn for with such urgency? you have awoken. Welcome back to the mortal realm. Your consciousness is dissipating much faster than I expected. Ultimately, it seems...
How much longer can my consciousness remain in the mortal realm?
In my estimation, at best, you'll see 15 more entry hours.
15 days and nights.
What is it? Are you finally starting to become attached to the mortal world now?
On the contrary, 15 days feels a little too long for solving a singular problem. Stop giggling. It's time for us to go. The messenger from the Council of Elders is almost here.
Let me ask you one more question. Are you really planning to betray Aglaya's will?
What betrayal is there to speak of when I was never loyal to her to begin with?
What about that white-haired student of yours? Acting so recklessly, do you not care about what might happen to him?
There will be a price to pay for blind faith. This is also a lesson for Finan.
You truly are a strict teacher.
Of course. This is how I've always been.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Lord. It's been a while, Lord Anaxagoras. I greet you on behalf of all the citizens of...
It's you. I never expected that you would personally come and meet me.
By carefully into Lantern above, I have come as a...
There are Antikytherans here? They have been a rare sight ever...
I extend to you my utmost respect, revere. I am Lycurgus, though you may call me Lygus, holding an honorary position within the Council of...
You can see them too?
You know about us. We Antikytherans perceive the world through the amplitude, just as I am conscious that Lady Aglaya is secretly listening in on our private meeting from afar.
The demigod should know better, for such is her station. Spare those poor threats, and just let her listen to my words. They shall serve only to unveil her...
May I interpret this?
I need not any plan, because she can do nothing other than petty espionage. As the Citizens' Assembly approaches, and with Orynyx's fall, any attempt to capture the core flame within me will only usher chaos and calamity. A truth while I, Anaxagoras, serving as the Grove's special envoy to Akima's Citizens' Assembly, have long known... Let's forego the formality of asserting authority.
Very well. Surely Lady Kindness would appreciate such as... She's been waiting. Follow me, please. Is there something on your mind, Lord Anaxagoras?
Nothing, really. It's just a question that I contemplate every time before I ascend to Dawncloud. For the Titans, does the falling equate to death?
Ah, a pondering truly deep. Time is on our side.
While all living beings must ultimately face their demise, Kefali has yet to meet theirs. Their journey continues unhurriedly along this long...
Are you suggesting that Kefali may not have truly passed?
Yes. For dying implies an ongoing process. In contrast to mortals, Titans exist on a...
Ah, an intriguing concept, albeit challenging to substantiate. After all, Kefali has maintained a profound silence ever since the era Arasa, while scholars and priests alike have conveyed the message of the gods' imminent fall.
Perhaps the gods, in their arrogance, deemed it beneath them to reveal their perspectives to mortals.
Could you elaborate on your statement?
Circes, the kin of the Sky Father as recounted in myths, now resides within my brain. Were I to inquire, Kefali would have no cause to refuse.
Oh.
That very well could be true.
In that case, the myths crafted by the people of Amphorius are nothing more than pitiful jests.
It's worth a try. I believe, and I'd love to witness the fruits of your theory and the change it may bring to this imperiled world. Because I completely concur with you on this aspect. If the Titan has indeed met their end, any response from them would be impossible. Please, Professor.
The children of humanity have indeed created a spectacle.
Welcome to Dawn Cloud. The atmosphere here carries a greater sense of solemnity than the mundane clamor of the Marmorial Palace, with entry permitted only to the invited. Only esteemed beings grace this place, and among them I've received priests, scholars, warriors, and now we even have the honor to be in the presence of a Titan. Oh, what a joyous occasion.
Once deemed a blasphemer, now a surrogate for revered divinity. The honor should rightfully be mine, shouldn't it?
I'll notify Kindness and the others of your arrival. Kindly wait for a moment. A soldier will be here to guide you shortly. In the meanwhile, you are welcome to explore the vicinity, but kindly remain within the guard's view. Delaying the crucial meeting is something none of us wish to see, I presume.
I'm well aware of Kindness's methods. There's no need to emphasize that.
As you wish. Your cooperation is much appreciated.
Alas, I had hoped for a brilliant plan from you, but it turns out you just left one cage to enter another.
Save your concerns. I know very well what I'm doing.
I shall depart to explore the surroundings then. Now that I look around, I wonder if there are any murals bearing my portrait around here. I'm quite intrigued to see how the children of humanity beyond the Grove perceive another Titan.
Off you go. I won't be joining you. This Titan appears to be quite at ease. I should investigate the Council of Elders' recent activities first.
Be aware, I can hear you perfectly well from here.
Professor Anaxa! Over here!
Looks good.
It's fine. There's no need to worry about death.
Stop saying weird things!
Watch this magic trick.
Take a look. This is pure genius in action.
Professor Anaxa?
You could say it's the...
It's only the... So, are you here to...
Tell me, how much...
Once Kindness and her followers learned of... Yet, when the Crown Prince is...
No surprises there, though.
Being an...
Shouldn't you be searching for murals of yourself? I've had enough of your prattling.
I was really curious, but it seems as though...
I'm afraid you'll be sore...
Take a look. This is pure genius in action.
Even blasphemous scholar.
As Kephales's...
Surely you let me
I'm not sure whether, as I see it...
You. Seeing how fond of you Elder Kindness is, I shall let that slide for now. Leave immediately, and don't impede us from receiving the Supreme Being's blessings.
Seeing as we were able to hear of this matter from the mouths of others, it seems that Kindness is indeed quite sincere toward us. Perhaps this affair will proceed...
Oh my, what a thrilling confrontation. As expected of one of Kephales's followers.
Are you praising...
Praising him, of course. As a believer of the God of Deliverance, it is only natural that he detests evil.
Didn't you hear me? I asked you to leave. Go as far away from here.
I've had enough of this. Could the 15th entry hour arrive any faster?
You want this? Fine. Take it and amuse yourself.
Oh, my... could it be that the great
Every plant.
As a result,
this mural is...
I really can't...
For all we know...
Since you are aware...
From my perspective... Therefore, it's... What, then, is the...
The entire plan is stored in my memory. So why don't...
Then don't mind if I do. 1 year old? 2 years old? Oh my. Even a member of the preeminent Seven Sages must hug his droma stall to sleep?
That's enough.
How unusual. Your soul is actually trembling. This...
Since our days are both numbered, this is a present that my sister gave to me. It's a doll that was made to look like our family pet.
So there are other members in your family, eh? Are they also living in Akama?
Don't you just love to pick through my brain? Go on, continue flipping through my memories. It won't take long. You'll discover the answer when you reach the memories of when I was 5.
Oh, the black tide is everywhere. I can't bear to look.
When I was young, I couldn't accept this outcome either. Georios, Aquila, Kefali, and you, of course.
This... Could this be the inception of your research into alchemy?
Indeed it was. Everything started from that verdant courtyard of yours.
Oh, I remember that person. He was the one...
Not only that, he also believed that life, since all living things stemmed from the same origin.
Anaxa, you...
I did it, teacher!
But this is absolute blasphemy. Regardless of how much freedom the Grove provides, such an act could cause you to be burned at the pyre. Your beloved, where is she now? Send her away from the Grove at once, to a place where nobody will ever be able to find her. Otherwise, the both of us will be judged by the Council of the Seven Sages.
Calm down, teacher. My sister, she's still not in the mortal realm, even to this day.
What do you mean?
It was naive of me to think that I could snatch the deceased from Thanatos' grip by merely sacrificing one eye. Equivalent exchange. All I received for that price was but an opportunity to see her for one final time. Nothing more.
Let it go, Anaxa. As one of my best students, I cannot watch you go down the wrong path without doing anything to stop it. Never do something taboo ever again. Don't disappoint the deceased, and never harm yourself. If you can do that, this classroom will still be yours, and you'll have a chance to live out your...
Since I was able to see her one last time, I have no other... You're right, teacher. It's time for me to start a new life.
I am sincerely glad for you, child.
I wish to continue Thelesis' research.
Continue the research into souls, but you know that the Grove has long...
No, teacher. After my fleeting glimpse of the deathly fog, I finally understood a single truth. Since ancient days, our understanding was... I may have lost an eye, but my view of the world has become clearer than ever. I have grasped the truth with my bare hands. Watch as I turn this farcical world upside down.
Who would have thought such a secret lake in... However, this story doesn't seem to be connected to your plan.
The answer lies within the tale. If even you cannot understand it, perhaps you should relinquish the divinity of reason to me. After all, my story ends here. Now it's time for you to tell me your secret. After all, this is what equivalent exchange means, correct?
As expected, you laid a trap for me to step into, unfortunately. Even if I was willing to talk about my past, I may not know more about—
Oh? Are you saying that the renowned Reason Titan is now—
Child of humanity, remember this. Being—
Now I understand. No wonder you asked me to answer your random, nonsensical questions.
Not only that, you're the only one who can shed light on my query. As the saying goes.
Is that so?
Lord Anaxa. I saw you muttering to yourself and was wondering whether you were caught in a delirium of reflective thought. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but time is of the essence. I have a message from Lord Lygus. Lady Kindness has met up with the Council of Elders and is awaiting your arrival, so please depart forthwith.
It's finally time.
Carefully. The one who created the world. If you truly have not met your end, how—
I didn't expect you to agree to Lady Kindness's invitation. What a wonderful turn of events. To tell you the truth,
Isn't that the dromas draped in finery?
Avoid his gaze. I don't acquaint myself with blasphemers.
Don't worry. He's too full of pride to pay us any attention.
A student of Empedocles? I hear that his views run counter to the Venerationists.
This is what being a scholar is about. A collision of ideas only occurs when there are differences in beliefs, and it is such collisions that lead to progress.
Yet, in my view, there are only right and—
Lord Lygus and Lady Kindness are just ahead. I'll take my leave for
This is your genius in action.
now.
Welcome to the demigod.
Lord Anaxagoras. Oh, I've heard head of the Nusporists. Did I miss anything? Well, if so...
Since Lady Kindness is already well acquainted with me, I won't waste any effort. But then again, perhaps the... And yet, ever since... Perhaps you intend...
Everyone, stand down.
Thank you for understanding. I am but a feeble scholar who is not used to the stench of avarice and blood.
No need to be humble, my lord.
So, you wish to
Well, as to your question of whether peace is still a viable option, well, to that I can only say this. And since you, as a Chrysos...
What brazen arrogance.
I don't deny, but now that you're an... I was fortunate enough to have the opportunity to discuss a treatise about the Venerationists with your teacher, Empedocles. Yet...
This is pure genius in action.
It seems you subscribe to the Nusporists instead, Lord Anaxa. I've heard that this school of thought is one with many detractors.
It's no... normal for ideas to have supporters and dissenters. Just like how there are two types of people in this world. Geniuses and dimwits.
Oh. Pretty underwhelming. Take a look. This is pure genius in action.
Welcome back to the... Surely, this time may the both of...
Oh my, 15 days and nights.
Using death to prove my...
What strong conviction you have. As expected of the hero.
As expected.
That's enough, Lady Kindness. Dispense with the niceties. I only accepted your invitation so that I can serve the commoners alongside the members of the Council of Elders. Don't test my patience with such superfluous formalities.
Well, you say that now, but surely you also require my aid as well, so that you can stay alive even when being pursued by the Golden Thread?
You worry too much. She won't show her hand too freely, as she still needs to garner support from the...
Even someone like...
As you're no doubt aware, you're well aware how valuable Circe's core flame will be in the era Chrysia that you are desperately pursuing. talk is cheap, so you'd better act prudently as well.
I understand. After all, this battle of wits is just a means for each party to acquire what they need. As long as your request is reasonable, the Council of Elders never shortchanges its allies. Since we're both intent on mutual cooperation, let's not mince words and just speak plainly to each other. Let us decide how much we can secure for ourselves and how much we're willing to sacrifice, like true philosophers, with our words and wisdom. Continuing from the earlier topic, let us discuss our common enemy, Aglaya. She is the second most experienced Chrysos heir across the whole of Akama, who has gradually lost her humanity to the ravages of time and the ablation of the core flame. A formidable opponent indeed. Admittedly, there is ample reason for her to take your life. Yet your previous reasoning is quite sound. As a seasoned, is there anyone present who can swear by the...
I believe you're aware of caste as compared to a
At the very least, the both of... However, tell me.
Although the circumstances are rather... The Council of Elders, at the very least.
In the name of Kefali, at this stage, the Council of Elders has...
Surely you jest. My loyalty does not need to be proven. The fact that...
I am incredibly honored to have witnessed the both of you bury the hatchet in a civilized manner. As the Theoros, I have observed the following. Lady Aglaya, the Gold Weaver, is currently on her...
Oh. Well, I do believe that we might have a...
Feeling dissatisfied, Lady Kindness? Despite the Council of Elders' lofty residence on Dawncloud, it must still tolerate the whims of...
So you were holding back just now. Seems like you are better at playing... So tell me, Anaxagoras, now that you're an ally of mine, if Aglaya were to demand that I hand you over, what should I...
You can do as she says. Tell her that the Council of Elders merely wish to chat with... However, by doing so... No. More like two. At the next Citizens' Assembly, that young lady who is synonymous with death will also be standing.
Oh? How can you be sure of that?
Is that of importance to you? All you need to know is that I have a plan. If Aglaya can seize me in full... Is this the outcome that you wish to see?
Fine. I will hand... But you do best... Unless, of course...
I've got to say that you've managed to really impress me again. But...
Dying to know what I'm after,
I mean, I'm the reason Titan after all. It is in me to ask...
Easy there. You'll learn the answer soon enough. I didn't bring it up with her purely because she doesn't have the means to give me what I truly want. It's as they say, onlookers see most clearly. The true masters of Dawncloud have always been the Theoros, who watches over everything.
unexpected visitor. Welcome. You know, you could actually skip all the point. I have no reason to refuse you.
You may not, but Kindness has. Whoever gets hold of Kefali's core flame will get to rule over Akuma. She's wary of me, so naturally I had...
Very true.
In my view, this individual has gone to great lengths to get close to Kefali. He might very well be... Are you still willing to let him pass?
Yes, very much so. All living creations are always free to visit Kefali's transcendent vessel. This comes with being the World-Bearer.
How convenient it is to be able to hear what they say.
It is truly my honor to speak to a venerated Titan in person. Please, go ahead. Let me join you both on this journey. Oh, a bygone myth tells of an occasion where Kefali once answered their followers' questions on the peak of the Holy Mountain. Their followers have since believed that scaling this Titan cliff is one way of being with the god.
Hear that? It's not every day that you get to climb a mountain with Circes. You should sing me a hymn of praise.
Titan hymns are beyond me.
Take a look. This is pure genius in action.
Go on ahead. Take this.
I have to admit.
Because I know, I believe...
I hope things go as you say, then.
It is my hope that you bring...
Honestly.
What a
And even though I've come... Oh? Alright.
So the intellectual debate from earlier was too draining for you, huh? If Amphorius gets a new lease on life, you should focus on strengthening your body and stop...
Save your concern.
The Titan is in sight. Can you make it?
Why? Are you going to carry me up if I were to fall? I know how far I can go.
Fine then. I guess I won't say any more. I'll just wait till your soul dissipates.
Wait. Is that... Hey, look at that.
Huh? What should I be looking at?
Do we even get to see souls?
Oh? Why didn't you bring your favorite spear with you on this trip, Nias?
Nias? I know I've heard this name somewhere.
Huh. It's unfortunate. The Black Tide destroyed every last inch of my calyx.
How could that be? Even a creation of
Hey, Circes. Do you know a certain Nias?
Nias? No. Not that I remember.
I just saw him. Nias. A warrior-like figure.
No, I have no such memory.
This is a departed spirit.
Oh.
You two again.
Enough about me. See?
Cows. I've never heard of this.
Look on the bright side. Hey! Are you seeing that same hallucination again?
Yes. It's still you and Nias, but you're now talking about a certain...
Chaos?
Never mind. I think I know what this is about. The souls of people.
What? But if those are the souls of the dead, then what am I?
Beats me. For all I know, you're just an illusion I conjured. Let's just keep going. As long...
Know your limits. Wander too far among the dead, and even I'm
fine. If this is indeed as I thought,
This is pure genius in action.
this will be very amusing. So...
Of course. If I knew we had... Keep your sarcasm to... I would sooner throw myself... I am Calypso of the...
Calypso. She's one of the 7 sages. A member of the Grove? No, she can't be. I would know... Hey, Circes. Does the name... They're gone. Doesn't matter. I can do this myself.
Oh, beautiful old world. Where are you now? Oh, legendary era Chrysia. Return to the mortal realm. Splendid gods.
This is pure genius.
Once walked the paths we walk. Alas, all that's left of that warmth is a hazy mirage.
What I got?
Why are you chanting that too? We're here. Very well then. Let me uncover. So, I'm back here. This is... I can hear it. I hear it from this time. The voice is a lot clearer than before.
Since we've come this far, let's just wait.
Lord Nias and Miss Calypso, are you both here to visit Chaos too?
Yes. And we've been waiting for quite some time now.
Regrettably, he hasn't answered us. The worst-case scenario is that he's already been overwhelmed and crushed.
You're overthinking, Lord Nias. I can still sense Chaos' soul in the area. And besides, we both know Chaos' nature. A deliverer like him wouldn't fall so readily, much less give up on all that he holds dear.
Yes. I have...
That reminds me. Why are you making this trip alone, Polixia?
Oh, my sister needs more time to make sure the flowers are fine.
Such a pity. Both of you have hearts kinder than anyone else. Yet...
Everything that I see and hear this time has left me shaken to the core. What may seem like a mundane conversation is in truth a once-in-a-lifetime exchange that has revealed the conjecture has taken shape and must now be solidified into a theorem. But no, I will not, because another one of my conjectures, fusing a mortal soul with that of a titan to replace said.
What are you thinking about? Is that so? You don't look the slightest bit amazed, though. Plus, you seem to be Events of the past, huh? I was also a child when I looked up at Circe's. Their leaves and branches reflected the sparkling stars. And their trunk was like a pillar that supported the sky and ground. I stood at this very spot. Don't read too much and you get what I'm... But there will always be people who... It's just... Yeah, there's no... In any case, what we're looking... Have you forgotten that you're talking to the chief physician? Really now? Or you could sit back and watch. I'm kidding, Danny. Lend me a hand. Are you the West Wind? Away we go! Huge news! Root here. Time to cleanse the filth. Everything in this world is bleeding. The Black Tide is remarkably quick to detect the light of Amphorius. Or rather, anyway, never mind that for now. Here, you might want to have a look at this. I found it around here and... This is new. Might yet. It... Oh? Let me have a look. By the looks of them, these scrolls are records of two conversations that took place in the same setting, one after the other. Sure, go ahead. Anaxa often says that every failure brings us one step closer to the truth. Perhaps, to him, the crash of the skyship carries a different interpretation. The firmament is not impenetrable. It's a shame. I have a bad feeling about this. Could there be more to what happened at the Grove? This is the Library of Philia, a place where the Grove stores its collection of tomes. Other than books written by the 7 schools, you can also find philosophical. We've had more than our fair. Nice? No need to hold yourself back, Danny. You can just tell it like it is. Their behavior was no different from bandits. Whew. You've got me there. Some said there are too many books in the Library of Philia. Flipping through them all will take too long. Why don't we use the Biblioslate to search for the texts we need? We can bring them back to Akama for reading after that. me in here. Whoa. Are these all complaints about him? I can already see what they must have written. Why else would they call him the Great Performer? When Anaxer established his school of thought, the first thing he apparently did was read his own work to everyone. Are the Titans truly an accurate reflection of what humans think gods should be? Worlds created by gods are indubitably perfect, but what of Amphorius? Only foolishness and insensitivity everywhere you turn. They marched him straight to the seat of judgment before he could finish. Though what he took on in the end was more of a debate than an actual trial. He had to address every one of the scholars' allegations. The first Anaxa would have probably been spared a lot of trouble if he had answered this way. Instead, he quoted past instances of the Flame Chase journey and posited that humans have the potential to take over the divinity of Titans. Needless to say, his critics didn't take kindly to his answer, so they followed up with a second allegation. You claim to be studying souls, yet you are, in fact, defiling them and committing acts condemned by the gods. Do you admit it? Anaxa always wears an eye patch, never removing it, even when alone. Some say he used one of his eyes as an alchemical ingredient. Every being in the world owes their safekeeping to Kifili, and this is even more so for the Chrysos heirs who have divine blood coursing through them. If he has really done something of that nature, then it'd indeed be sacrilegious. Thankfully, they had no way to prove it, so it amounted to nothing more than an allegation in the end. One by one, Anaxa engaged in wars of words against those who would challenge him. Toward the end, a scholar asked him, Anaxagoras, have you any respect for the gods? It was only after a brief silence that he answered, I have never denied that Titans are meant to be noble constructs. Yes, by the way, I'm talking about... It's a well... Even the administrator with the grove in this state. This is the place, but where is everything? Materials for alchemical experiments, matrix diagrams, and even the seal to the lab. They're all gone. Did the Black Tide destroy it all? No. Huh? What's the... Danny? Look. My biggest fear, the Naxa was carrying. Yes, this is what he was secretly conducting research on. Something he had to keep hidden from others. Compared to his public speeches, this is the real blasphemy. Oh, I just thought of something. Do you remember when the Black Tide was approaching? The Grove had planned to send Cersei's core flame to a safe place. But an accident happened along the way, and Anaxa lost his life in the process? That's right. But what if Professor Anaxa's fusion with the core flame of... Put yourself in his... Exactly. When the... No. The manuscript... Like... No. He's after Kefali.
Sir, this sky above us, it's not real, is it?
Of course not. This is just an image from a projection device used for educational purposes. The day-night cycle has been lost to this world. So that students like you may still learn about the night sky, astronomers have harnessed the Titan's miraculous power to manipulate the light, projecting the nights of the past here for you. Much like how the sky above the Holy City is also illuminated by Kefali's...
So, the skies of Akama are...
You mustn't conclude that, Anaxa. You should know that only often people know more than they...
And they're just deluding them. We have already realized that we live in a world where Titans make the rules. Even when we...
So much time.
Why? Because we'll face death by burning if word gets out?
As a sage of the Veneration, but above all else.
But can, sir. I can do it for us.
You're right. Go. Establish your own school of thought. Find out what we are. Become the...
Child of humanity. You didn't go to such lengths.
If I were a... I'm sure you're familiar with the story of the Styxians. They call me a blasphemer, Circes, as I see it.
Oh? If power that rivals the Titans is what you crave...
Why stop? The source of life is what I wished, thanks to you. I've had the chance to personally verify. How then is it...
And by the sound of it...
No. I have...
Professor Anaxa. I'm here. Her life hangs by...
Of course. I'll bring this to a conclusive... However, in accordance with the principle of
As you wish.
Don't you care to know what the price might...
It's a matter of uncovering the truth about the Death Titan, and this may be the only time I can ever save someone's life.
I see. In that...
Indulge me. Am I correct to say that you intend to prove Thanatos'
Before I begin, I must confess I had been stuck in a cognitive... As unrelated as these two propositions may seem at first glance. The reason I say this is as I've mentioned earlier. The answer was hidden in my journey unto death.
Anaxa, you were in the Netherrealm?
Yes, I am but a living dead man. That's not all. Remember how I said you were a part of that conversation too, Circes?
And I've told you that I have no recollection of such an event. That was likely just an illusion conjured up by the mind of a dying man.
Because that wasn't...
Calypso.
Huh? Oh, that's the name I made up on a whim when speaking to this girl. How? And surely you jest. Don't you think I, of all people, would know if that were the name of one of the seven?
It seems you've lost even the memories seared into your soul. Use your head, Circes. Since all the living cannot step foot into that world. So the answer is evident, is it not? Those fallen heroes are the mortal incarnations of the Titans before their ascensions to godhood. Does this answer disappoint you?
Yes, because you've answered nothing. If I truly was once human, as you claim, then where do the children of humanity come from?
Even on the off chance that you speak the truth, this brings us no closer to grasping Thanatos' whereabouts. How are we to find them?
I knew you would say, but it matters not. I know what I'm doing. Actually...
You can revive a Titan?
Humans cannot return from the dead. Neither can gods. But all we need to do is look at this from a different perspective, and the problem will resolve itself. The solution is simple. Just like what you did to me. If I'm reborn as Kefali,
I have news from Hyacinth and
Kefali?
That is... he is indeed the great No need for guilt. What we should be doing, being Akima's till then.
Preposterous!
It's been a while. That's fine.
It has indeed been some time, Lord Kratos.
Shh! Keep it down. Be more vigilant. I've already ordered my...
My bad.
Did you hear thunderclaps? Thunderclaps are beacon...
Watch out. The Flame Reaver is back.
I guessed as much. We didn't actually kill them back at the Kremnos Arena.
I figured this is something you would want to know.
You have my gratitude.
Remind her to be on her toes while you're at it. Those lackeys she keeps undercover have been going in and out.
That's...
Looks like you could...
We should get back.